I got a comment asking for a detailed Canva tutorial that takes you from the basics to making products people will actually want to buy. So that's exactly what this is. This is part 1, where I'll walk you through the basics so you can start creating and selling digital products like a designer, even if today's the first time you're opening Canva. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create a complete, professional-looking design in Canva, export it correctly, and know how to prepare it for digital selling. We'll use a simple daily planner as our example. This is one of the most popular and beginner-friendly digital products to start with. Everything I show you applies to almost any type of digital product: checklists, worksheets, ebooks, social media packs, digital journals, and more. You'll not only understand what each Canva tool does, but how to use it in a way that's clean, simple, and ready for the real world. Accessing Canva. Start by heading over to Canva and signing in, www.canva.com. If you don't have an account yet, choose the free plan for now. You don't need the pro version to follow along, though I'll explain what's free and what isn't as we go. Once you're in, you'll land on the homepage. This is where Canva shows you all the possible templates you can use: social media posts, presentations, videos, documents, and more. It can feel like walking into a huge store without knowing which aisle you need. Don't let that overwhelm you. Templates. To make it easy, just use the search bar, type Daily Planner, and hit enter. You'll now see hundreds of templates. Some will be labeled free and some pro. You can filter your results. If you're using the free version of Canva, click the filter and choose only free designs. Now, pick a planner template that looks clean and has enough space for writing tasks, notes, and goals. Click on the one you want, and it'll open in the Canva editor. The editor. The editor is where everything happens. Your design is in the center. On the left is the main toolbar. You'll see options like templates, elements, uploads, text, projects, and more. At the top of the screen is another bar with options for font, color, position, size, transparency, and effects. This setup doesn't change much no matter what you're designing. That consistency makes Canva easy to learn. Key features in Canva Editor. Now you're inside your template. The first thing you should do is click on anything that doesn't match your brand or the style you want. You can delete photos, text, and icons by clicking on them and pressing the delete key. Let's say your planner comes with a stock image. If that doesn't fit your theme, delete it. Now go to the Elements tab on the left and search for something that matches better. You can try abstract background, minimalist texture, or even just soft blue. Find one you like and drag it into the design. Canva lets you layer items. So if you want your new background to sit behind everything, right-click the image and choose Send to Back. You can also use the Position button in the top bar to do the same. This is useful if your template has shapes or text on top of the image. Now change the color palette. Canva uses something called document colors. When you click on any colored shape, you'll see a panel of colors in the top bar. Click the color you want to change, and then either pick a new color from the palette or enter a hex code. Let's say you want to use soft blue, off-white, and dark gray. You can replace each element's color manually until the whole planner matches your new theme. Try to stay consistent. If you use 3 colors, stick to those throughout the design. Random colors make things look messy fast. Next, change the fonts. Click on a piece of text and you'll see a drop-down menu in the top bar with the current font name. Choose something clean and easy to read. Canva has lots of free fonts. Montserrat, Open Sans, and Lato are all safe choices. Change the heading to My Daily Planner and move it to the top of the page. Resize it using the size box in the top bar or by dragging the corners. Add a subheading under the title. This can be something like Date. Add a new text box by going to the Text tab on the left and clicking Add a subheading. Type your text and then move it under the main title. If you want to align both pieces of text, select them both by holding Shift and clicking each one. Then click Position in the top bar and choose Center. This makes sure that everything is lined up properly. You can also group them using the Group button, so they move together when you drag them later. Now, let's add a task list section. Create a heading called To Do and place it on the left side of the page. Under it, add 5 checkboxes. Go to Elements, search for checkbox, and pick one from the free icons. Drag it into place. Then copy it 4 more times by clicking it and using the duplicate button. Place each one evenly under the last. Next to each checkbox, add a text box and type something like Task 1, Task 2, and so on. These are just placeholders, but they give the planner structure. You can now do the same to create sections for top priorities, notes, and appointments. Use rectangles from the Elements panel to create writing areas. Canva lets you adjust shape sizes by dragging the edges. Use the line tool to divide sections. Keep spacing even and alignment tight. These little things make a big difference in how polished the design looks. Now, let's upload a logo. Click the Uploads tab, then click Upload Files. Find your logo file on your device and open it. Once it appears in your Uploads folder, drag it into the design. Resize it to a small size and place it in the bottom right or left corner. If you don't have a logo, you can add a simple brand name using the text tool. Use the same font as your headings to keep it consistent. If you want to add another page, click the Add Page button below your current design. You can also duplicate your first page by hovering over it and clicking on this icon that says Duplicate Page. This is helpful if you want a similar layout but with slight changes. On the second page, you can create a weekly planner or a goals tracker. Just change the titles and rearrange sections as needed. Again, use the same colors and fonts. How to export and download files. At this point, you have a clean, structured planner with multiple pages. Now you need to save or export it. Canva automatically saves your work as you go, but to export, click Share in the top right corner, then choose Download. Choose PDF Standard if you want a light file to share digitally. Choose PDF Print if you want a high-resolution file ready for printing. You can also download as PNG or JPG images, but PDF is the most common format for planners and similar products. If you plan to sell your planner as a Canva template, you can't just download it. Instead, go to Share, then click Template Link. This will give you a special URL. When someone opens that link, Canva will make a copy of your design in their own account. They can then customize it, but your original design stays safe. This is how most sellers deliver editable Canva templates on sites like Etsy or Gumroad, creating mockup images. When your planner is ready to sell, you'll need to create mockup images. This helps your customers understand what they're buying. Canva offers mockup frames you can use. Just search for laptop mockup or planner mockup in the Templates tab or Elements. Drag your design into the mockup frame and adjust the size. Then download the image as a PNG or JPG. You'll use these in your product listing on platforms like Etsy or Shopify. Shortcuts and tips. Now, let's talk about file management. As you create more products, it helps to stay organized. On the Canva homepage, click Projects, then Folders. Make a new folder for each product. Move your planner design into its own folder and name it clearly. This helps later if you want to update a product, change branding, or add more pages to a bundle. Canva also lets you use keyboard shortcuts to speed up your work. Ctrl+D duplicates an item. Ctrl+G groups selected items. Holding Shift lets you select more than one object. The arrow keys move things slightly. Holding Shift while using arrow keys moves them in bigger steps. These shortcuts help you make quick edits without needing to move your mouse every time. Another thing to know is the Position tool. Besides alignment, it also lets you layer objects. If one shape is hiding another, you can send it forward or backward using the Position menu. You can also use this to center objects perfectly in the middle of the page, both vertically and horizontally. If you want to use the same layout later, click File in the top left and choose Make a Copy. That way, you can keep the original as a base template and modify the copy for different clients or customers. One last beginner tip: less is more. When you're designing digital products, clean and clear wins over fancy and complicated. Don't use 10 fonts. Don't crowd every inch of space. Give your content room to breathe. A product that feels easy to use will always sell better than one that looks like it tried too hard. So now you've learned how to use Canva's basic tools to make a professional digital product. You've picked a template, changed images, added your own text, adjusted fonts and colors, grouped and aligned elements, added pages, exported your file, and created a shareable template link. And you understand how to follow Canva's license rules while doing it. In Part 2, we're going into advanced tools. I'll show you how to use Canva's magic tools, bulk create, Canva sheets, and interactive elements that make your designs stand out. That's where you level up from clean beginner designs to products that look and feel like a professional made them. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for Part 2.